So Laal Singh Chaddha has been watched before the world in an exclusive Dubai screening, and for starters I can tell you, this is a film meant for only two kinds of people. One who have watched its Hollywood original Forrest Gump, and two for those who have not watched it. Yes, Aamir Khan कई सालों के बाद एक फिल्म लेकर आते हैं, but the time and effort he spends in making one film is almost always worth it for his audience, and Laal Singh Chaddha is no different. Set entirely in India, this is a story of an innocent man-child जिसकी कहानी 1970s से 2018 तक होने वाले सभी बड़े हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट से जुड़ी हुई है कहीं ना कहीं, पर उनकी खुद की कहानी इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग और इतनी इमोशनल है कि ऑलमोस्ट एवरी अदर सीन विल मूव यू. I for one am at a loss of count of how many times I had a lump in my throat. And this is a role tailor-made for someone like Aamir Khan, who loves to go to the extremes in telling the stories of the extreme. Something that gives him a full range to perform. But this is a very difficult character to play in that sense. क्योंकि लाल सिंह चड्ढा अपने emotions को बहुत simply बयां कर देते हैं. However, that doesn't mean you don't feel what he feels. Now, I have always believed that Aamir is actually the Tom Hanks of Bollywood. He looks like him, he chooses scripts like him, and only makes movies that he strongly believes in rather than churning out film after film every few months. So whatever you think of him personally, that shouldn't take away from his craft and his unmatched dedication. I, like many others, thought that Kareena Kapoor really won't have much to do, but her role is surprisingly long and strong. Director Advait Chandan extracts a really good performance out of her, and she looks effortlessly beautiful as always. The character actors Mona Singh, who plays Aamir Khan's mother, the child artist who plays the young Aamir Khan, and of course Naga Chaitanya as Lal's friend Bala, they all stand out with memorable performances. The first half is surely stronger than the second one and moves at a solid speed. The second half is slower and longer but equally emotional. It's a frame-to-frame recreation of Forrest Gump but with a deeply desi flavor, and that works. Laal Singh Chaddha is no ordinary film. It's not the kind of film that can be watched and forgotten as soon as you walk out of the theatre. There are parts of it that will stay with you, and that is something that doesn't happen often, at least not to me. Well, I'm not sure if this film could have been shorter and equally impactful, but in its current form, Laal Singh Chaddha achieves what it sets out to do. That is, instill hope in times of hopelessness and celebrate simplicity in times of complexity and chaos. Well, we can choose to be irrational and unreasonable, but for once, let's just try to be rational and reasonable. Well, that was my review, but let's see कि दुबई की public क्या बोलती है about Laal Singh Chaddha.
You know, there's this dialogue in Forrest Gump, life is a box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get. You see that movie as a kid, you grow up with that movie. It's like, it's my go-to movie whenever I'm upset. I want to, just make myself happy, I watch that movie. I saw this movie, I went with a lot of expectations. But the thing is, scene by scene, I was comparing every bit of Forrest Gump with Laal Singh Chaddha. I saw it because I love Aamir Khan, I've grown up seeing him. But I can't compare the two. This is a very desi version of Forrest Gump. I'm sure that the audience will enjoy the way it's been made, the way Aamir Khan and the entire crew has put in the effort. All I would say is if you've seen Forrest Gump and you love it, I think you'll love the soul of this movie as well.
It was absolutely beautiful the way the story was narrated. The characters were, I think, came alive with Kareena, with Aamir especially, was shining in the movie. So I think all in all it was a beautiful movie. Touches your heart, touches your soul, and makes you cry, makes you laugh. So a great movie to watch.
Awesome. And honestly speaking, it has an amazing first half. You would laugh, you would cry also with the character. And Aamir Khan is exceptional, no doubt. He makes you cry, he makes you laugh, he makes you confused as well. And you go along with the character, you want to see more of him every time. And,
Did you think it was long?
Yes, definitely. A second half was a bit dragged, I would say, but then I think it was the demand of the script to go emotional, and that's when you need a little longer scenes.
In my opinion, I personally think the film is very good. It's slightly longer, but if you talk about the emotional part of view and the characters, how they've been placed, I think they did all a fantastic job. Of course, Aamir being perfectionist, everything was very, very up to the mark, and I think Kareena did a fabulous job as well. So overall, I think I like the film.
Frankly, it lifts up your spirit and you feel like it's a good motivational movie and you can do it, and it's a fabulous movie. I think everyone should watch it in the theatres.